Warning, this podcast contains explicit and sexual content. Listener discretion is advised.
That's right. Last time we had a bit of a chat to one of our friends who's into the whole BDSM thing, and thing. That makes it sound so...
Scene, darling, scene.
Yeah, thing makes it sound like a disgusting thing. It's like, no, you shouldn't be able to do that. And the one thing that I do like about coming here to Australia is the fact that I've... basically, nicely, we've made kinky friends.
Indeed.
And I don't mean that in a partner swapping kind of way. I mean, we talk to people that are a little bit more open about things that we didn't really have in New Zealand, kind of thing.
No, I think our Kiwi friends, as much as we love you guys, are a little bit, I don't know, vanilla, perhaps, is probably the best way of putting it. In that sense, they don't talk about it.
Yeah.
Sex, it's a bit of a taboo subject.
Exactly, and what makes it fun is that all our friends that have this quote-unquote past, which, once again, makes it sound bad, but it's not, are really open to talk about it. And today we have got a friend of mine and yours who is an ex-stripper. So, hi Kat. obviously we're not using real names in this one. This is fine. But, so, I just thought, hey, thanks for coming in and letting us chat.
That's fine.
Well,
happy to help.
Well, thanks for letting us come to your house and crash it for a couple of minutes and have a chat. So, basically, straight off the bat, I mean this in a lovely way. You know that I love you and everything. But your real name... kind of does sound like a stripper name, really, doesn't it? Not Kat, obviously, but your real name. What were your parents thinking? Or did your parents get surprised when you said, hey, Mum and Dad, I'm a stripper? Did they go, oh, we kind of guessed that? From the name we gave you, yeah, kind of, you know?
I have a twin sister, and Mum wanted to call us matching names that were definitely, as my father put it, stripper names. And he said, no, you're not calling them names that sounds like they're going to be a stripper. Mm-hmm. So we got a normal name, and we both shortened it to the stripper name.
That's a good idea. That's
cool.
a really good idea. That's right. I forgot you're a twin. I'm sorry. Yeah, your twin came into work one day, and I was like, "Hey, you're not the person I know. You're this. What?" And they're like, "She's my twin." I was like, "Oh, that would make much more sense." Okay, hi.
That happens a lot.
Gave it a first awkward hug kind of thing because I forgot the fact. I was like, "Oh, hey, what's up?"
I looked at your photos on Facebook, and I'm looking at you, and I'm looking at your sister, and I'm looking at you, and I'm looking at your sister, going, "Gareth, does she have a twin?" And he's like, "Yes." And I went, that makes sense.
Yep.
I just broke the sound barrier.
Pretty much, yeah. As you can see, they're constant there now. But no, so how did you get into it? Like, was it just, you woke up one day and said, I'm going to be a stripper when I grow up, or did it kind of?
I was living in Toowoomba with a friend of mine, and we were 19, and she said, let's move to Brisbane and be strippers. There's an ad in the paper, this club's looking for girls, and I went, okay, let's go check it out. And we did.
So did you make more money than she did, or did she make more money than you? Like,
I think on the first night she made more money than I did, but in the long run I did, because I was one of the best pole dancers in my day.
Oh, that's cool.
One of the top in Brisbane.
That's pretty cool.
That is really cool.
That's where my muscles come from.
yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, she... Kat just flexed then, and
she has bigger muscles than Gareth.
Bigger muscles than Gareth.
I even split my bicep.
Yeah. Put it away.
I had body armour.
Really?
Yes.
That's pretty cool. So when you think of strippers, you think of the stupid college people that are dropped out or that kind of thing and stuff like that. But in a nice way, you seem very switched on. Like, was that a hard thing to get into? The fact you were like a brainy stripper, or was there that kind of a feel about it, or?
Not really. You find probably 90% of strippers are single mothers going through school, supporting their family in a night job.
It's not a bad way to earn money if you really desperately need to, if you're a single mum and you've got...
It's a fantastic way to earn money. A shit night on Saturday is less than $1,000.
What? I'm in the wrong field.
I was just saying, I'm a stripper now. Yeah, no, that's
$1,000 a night. That would be
and that's a shit night. That's
a shit night. Yes.
Damn.
I don't have the upper body strength to do that stuff.
Well, we have gyms. We can we need to work a way to pay for this wedding.
Buy a pole. I'll come teach you.
I would love to learn how to do that.
It is the best full body workout ever.
Really? I like that. I can get skinny pole dancing. Yeah, that sounds...
What kind of weight loss did you do in this? I just learned how to dance on a pole. That'd be quite cool, actually, really.
Why not? Like you said, it's a good body workout because you're working your legs, arms, and torso, aren't you?
Yes.
Yeah.
My first night was extremely daunting. There's not many clubs that have what they call open leg work on stage. This club did.
Oh.
And it was so embarrassing.
Bringing the term full disclosure to a whole new level.
But it very quickly becomes empowering.
I can imagine, because you're sort of, while you are dancing in the raw, to be perfectly honest, you learn to love your body, I would assume, because other people are going to love your body regardless, because they're there to see you. So,
and not just your body, but all shapes.
Aye.
It really opens up the beauty of the female body in any shape, size, or proportion.
Wow.
See, that's funny you say it, because when you think of strippers, you just think of, the hot chicks getting down, getting naked, then pissing off after one really bad rock song. But the fact of, you don't think of it as, okay, no, fair enough, the whole, everyone, no matter what you look like, you're all included, if you know what I mean.
If you think you're sexy, you are sexy.
That's a really cool way of thinking about it, because I do have body issues myself. I mean, I'm not a small girl. Let's be perfectly bloody honest here. I am not a small girl. Used to be a small girl, not a small girl anymore. And I have mega issues with my body, and I find it really daunting walking with like super skinny girls, or because I look at my body and I look at somebody else's body and go, oh, for God's sake, Rebecca, look at yourself. You look like a bloody marshmallow. And that's how I feel. And it's really interesting that you say that, because also Hollywood don't exactly give strippers a good name.
No.
And they don't embrace the different forms of strippers either. If they're embracing the larger girls, it's not in a stripping form. It's in a slut on the side of the road getting her knocks off with. That's not the right way of putting it, but a girl sitting on the side of the road getting.
The only two stripper movies I could think of, Striptease with Demi Moore, where she was a single mum or something, or some, I don't know, she got her boobs out anyway, and Showgirls. Which Showgirls is basically some, I don't know anything about
zombies and strippers.
Oh, but that's a zombie movie.
But
so
it still had skinny girls stripping in it.
Yeah, with big fake tits, so it's fine. But but going back to Showgirls, because that's basically the only really stripper movie I know because I've seen it. But they it's, down on the luck chick that just comes to town, gets the rocks off because she wants to become a dancer and everything, and the only way she can make money is by stripping. But is that when you were doing it, did you think, yes, this is what I'm going to do, or I do want to become a dancer, or was it just like this will help me out for the next 6 months or whatever?
It was intended to be for about 12 months.
Mm-hmm.
I ended up dancing full time for 2 years. And then the money started to dwindle. We didn't have the high profile customers coming from overseas, splashing money around to impress their clients. And when I started earning less than $600 a night on a weekend, I went basically, I'm not taking my clothes off for this. No. I'd rather have a normal 9-to-5 job, sleep at night time, instead of getting home at 7, getting up at 5 to put your face back on, go back to work. Although I could now drink anyone under the table, even 9 years later.
As I said, that's the one thing about me when I worked at Tony's. It was a tyre place. Friday nights we would drink, Saturday nights we would drink, and that's how I got my lovely spare tyre. But nowadays I can't do anything really. Have you noticed that?
Yeah. Well, I mean, what did
that's
we
why
do
that's why Kat and I don't have drinking competitions, because I know I'll just get spanked. And also beaten in the drinking competition, so it's fine.
I think I had 3 drinks. I had my first drink last night and I was trolleyed. And then Nat was pouring a half glass of Jolly vodka with only a little bit of fizzy pop in it, and I was gone.
On the really slow nights, I used to pull my tips off, $20, and find a group of young boys that weren't going to spend money on the chicks. No way.
Yeah.
Whack $20 on the table and go sculling comp, boys.
Winner
Winner takes all. Never lost one.
Nice.
See, another good way to make money. There you go. There's illegal gambling on the side. I can drink you on the table. But no. But have you seen from from on the inside out and whatever? Have you had like a mindset change about the whole thing, or did you have the same thought now that what you did back then, or was it just like?
If it was easy for me, I would be dancing 1 night a week right now with 3 children to have extra income.
Absolutely.
There you go.
and I would still smash all those young chicks.
Yeah, totally right.
You probably would, to be honest with you. You probably would. What's the most common reaction or so when you tell people that? Like, or is it something you openly? Obviously, I mean, don't mean like a first date kind of. Hi, nice to meet you. I used to be a stripper. But
well, obviously, all my friends know.
Yep.
All my friends have seen me in my G-string at work, doing pole tricks with me, going, "Hey, check out this pole trick! Look what I can do!" Having my tits out around my friends really wasn't an issue.
No.
But these days, I don't know. See, maybe it's just the people that I hang around. Because when I meet them and I tell them and I say, "Oh, I was younger, I used to be a stripper," and they go, "Oh, I can totally see that." So
that's mean.
I don't know if this is a compliment or not.
Well, it is a compliment because they're saying, "I could totally see you doing that and doing it well."
No, well, I must
That's
admit,
true.
when you first told us, I think I kind of was went, cool, that's interesting. I need to sit down for a minute. No,
that's because everyone that we worked with all knew.
Yeah, and
My boss knew. I went back when I started working for him one night a week on Saturdays and said, "Do you mind if I go and do this on Saturday night? Just in case someone sees me here and then sees me there." Not a problem.
Yeah. Because the thing is, it's your private life. You're only professional at your job. And once you leave your job, what you do in your private life outside of work is your business, as far as I'm concerned.
Just don't walk in there with your uniform on.
No, exactly.
That's true, yeah. Or walk into work normally totally naked. May have a bit of issue there trying to do stuff. But I mean, like, if the bosses heard half these podcasts, they'd probably have me pulled aside and say, "Hey, quick question." So, yeah.
Oh,
but anyway, it
that's
doesn't
why we
matter.
don't tell them that stuff.
Exactly. That's why we have you do those lovely intros at the beginning. So
Well, that's exactly right.
fine.
You've got to put full disclosure on there, otherwise people do get offended. And, I am a firm believer that what you do in your private life is your business.
Mm-hmm.
I recently told my bosses about our podcast and how the fact that I might go on the radio with you in a few months' time, and they went, "I didn't even know you did that." I'm like, yeah, there's a reason for that. I'm a different person on air than I am looking after your kids.
You've said a few things on this podcast that if your kid had heard, I would have been like, "Yeah, no, you can explain that one. Stay on a Monday morning." Yeah. But no.
Well, I did tell my boyfriend that you were coming over to do this, and at first he was like, "So, what's this about?" And I'm like, "Don't stress. Don't stress. It's just a chat that I would tell them anyway."
Man,
Exactly.
we just decided to put a mic in front and record. That's all.
Exactly. And it's great because, our listeners love this sort of stuff as well. And, we've had great response from the past couple of podcasts we've done about similar topics. And, hey, look.
And it's better as well, too, instead of us being like, "So, we know someone and they said this and they said that," and this is, it's easy just to grab you and go, "Hey, look, do you mind? We'll just talk about shit."
Yeah, absolutely.
So it's fine.
Absolutely.
To be honest, the only reason I don't want to say my real name is because I'm going to be a teacher.
Yeah.
Well, then there you go.
And
there you go.
And that's why it's Cat. It's fine and dandy.
Absolutely. Done. And that is probably the one thing that they go,
Can you imagine that, though, if in like a couple of years Cat's at a school and the dad walks in and dad's like, "I know you from somewhere."
Oh, I'm sure it
Where-
will happen.
where do I
I'm
know
sure it will happen.
And you just be like,
He's
"Yeah,
like-
remember, just imagine me upside down."
He's like-
Oh, Jesus, okay, fair enough.
And that's when you turn around and go, "Listen here, mate, that was my past, this is my current, my present, and
Yeah.
I'm
The
qualified."
thing is, they wouldn't want to say anything in case their wife found out.
This
And
is true, yeah.
Actually,
you got
that's
good
a
point.
really good
Yeah.
point. A really good point to bring up. Was it more popular for married men to come along to these?
There was probably quite a few married men. The ones that would steer clear of the girls covered in glitter and covered in fake tan. It was very obvious they didn't want any traces. But majority of the customers are young boys out for a good night on the town, which waste of money, don't go near them, and old men looking for companionship.
Oh, that's kind of sad.
I had a regular who used to come and see me. He was in the club every night, but he would only spend money one night a week. He would never take up my time. He would say to me, "Look, when you're free, I want to go for a dance." And all I would do, completely clothed, is cuddle up on his lap and put my hand down his shirt and rub his chest. And he would just lay there and hug me. And he was a lovely, 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 gentle old man who really just wanted companionship.
That's nice.
Please.
Yeah.
It kind of makes you sad too, doesn't it, when you think about that? Like, isn't it funny though? I mean, when it... Okay. There's a bit of a full disclosure here too. I've been to my fair share of strip clubs, and I'm not talking about guy strip clubs. I've been to female strip clubs because